Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is time to revisit my These Books Will Self-Destruct in 6 Months list. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I am going to pop the video up here and run through it. I already kind of know how I did because it was only 6 months ago. So I didn't really have that much time to forget what books were on this list. But let's go through it and I will tell you which ones will be self-destructing and which ones I read. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a video that I have seen a lot of people do. Alright, I'm gonna skip through this. So the first of those two books is Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. So let's talk about this one. I read I think 100 pages of this and ended up DNFing it. And I felt kind of bad about it because I hear such good things about James Baldwin, but what I didn't know about this is that this book focuses a lot on religious trauma, which is one of the few things that will make me put a book down because I have my own kind of like religious trauma issues, and that is one thing that I just don't like to read about in books, and this was just too much. So I ended up putting this one down. I did give it a try, but ultimately I DNF'd this one. And then the second of those two is Valet by Charlotte Bronte. So Valet is already gone. Out of the house. I didn't love Jane Eyre, so it was fine, but and don't come for me. That book is not a romance. That is, it's toxic. I thought the writing was wonderful and the descriptors were great, but ultimately I thought that book was too long and I did not find the romance very interesting. So all of that to say that multiple people told me that if I didn't like Jane Eyre, I was not going to like Valet. So though I love this cover so much and I think that this is a beautiful addition, I ultimately unhauled that one already. And then I have three books from the SF Masterworks editions. I got a lot of these as like a Christmas present a while ago when I was really into these editions, and they've just sat on my shelf for a while. The first one is Christopher Priest's The Prestige. So that is this one, and this is one of the ones that I do feel kind of bad about getting rid of because I did really enjoy the one book of Christopher Priest that I did read, and Stephanie from Time to Read said that this one was really, or that she really likes the movie. I don't remember, Stephanie, if you've read the book, but this is one that I think I probably would enjoy. And what's going to happen with this one is it's probably going to go downstairs on my husband's shelf, so it will officially come off of my bookshelves, but it won't be like out of the house because I think this is one that he had shown interest in reading. So I'm not going to just like give it away if he has an interest in reading it. So this one, it will be self-destructing from my bookshelf. So then The Child Garden by Jeff Ryman. And that one, again, gonna self-destruct. I genuinely don't remember what this one was about, but ultimately this is not what I want to be reading right now. This is not what I'm interested in. I will offer this up to my husband in case he is interested because he does really like the older science fiction stuff, but this one is gonna self-destruct and I'm not really that sad about it. And then the third one is Indian Summer by John Crowley, and that one absolutely already gone. So I did give that one a shot and I think I read like 10 pages and I was like, absolutely not, this is not what I want to be reading. So that one has already been unhauled. It is gone. It's not coming back. It self-destructed in a way because I just decided it wasn't worth my time. Then I have Early Riser by Jasper Fforde. So this book also gone, DNF'd. I'm not even sure. I think I actually unhauled this one like moments after filming this video. Basically, I read the synopsis of this again and was just like, I have literally no interest in it. And I think it's written in second person or something like that. I'm not sure. But there was just nothing about that book that was interesting to me. So I did go ahead and unhaul that one pretty soon after filming that first video. So it's gone. Then I have Lady Oddly's Secret, which I really do want to read, but just am never drawn to. Yeah, so this is another one that I have mixed feelings about getting rid of. One, because I love this edition, Hello Teacups and Teapot. And I know that people have really enjoyed this in terms of classics. So I am a little like not thrilled about unhauling it, but at the same time I've had it for a while and I haven't picked it up, so it's time to make shelf space, and this one is self-destructing. I also have I've been joined by this fluffy little fur ball. Here he is, Mr. Einstein. Alright, bud. You guys see Simon a lot, but you don't see him, and now he thinks that I want to be his friend. Okay, buddy. Let's go out there. Okay. And then I have a Snowball in Silver by Laura Wood, which this cover is so pretty. Yeah, it's still gorgeous. This one. So this is on my December TBR. So, the deal with this one is, it is the 16th of December, and I have not read this. So there's a bookmark in there, but that's because I tried to read it earlier in the year. Yeah, I haven't read this, but I'm not immediately putting it in the Self-Destruct unhaul pile because I am still hoping to get to this before the end of the year. So this is the only one that I am definitely going to be trying to read this month. Because I have really enjoyed her other books, and it's wintry, so it's like the time for this. So this one is getting a slight extension, and we'll see if I read it by the end of the month. Then I have Sous Chef by Michael Gibney, which I picked up because... So yes, Sous Chef is still here. Still have not tried to read this one. This one is definitely in second person, and I just don't vibe with that. I just don't. And I think had I realized that, and I feel like when I got the recommendation, Olive must have said that because she's very detail oriented. So I feel like she probably mentioned it and I just wasn't listening very well. Because had I known that it was second person, I wouldn't have picked this up. So yeah, this one is definitely gonna self-destruct. Then I have The Adventures of China Iron, which I picked up for an indie press project because we did... I didn't know this book was on here. I didn't make good notes, and I did not realize this book was on here. The Adventures of China Iron, and it is pronounced China. I'm not ready. I didn't even have this one in the stack because I thought that I had chosen not to put this on here. Oh no. So this is a translated book, and one of my goals for next year is to read more translated fiction. And I've heard such good things about this is okay. So I guess this is kind of cheating, but I'm not unhauling this one. I mean, clearly I forgot about it for 6 months, that it wasn't on the list, and like I haven't prioritized it. But my goal next year is to read more translated fiction, or one of my goals. And so I don't want to give away one of my only translated books that is already on my shelf. So I'm going to give this one a pass for this video. I will be making another video that'll be 12 months and these books will self-destruct. That'll be coming up in January, and I will put this one back on there in good faith so that if I haven't read it by the end of the year, that it will go. But I'm not ready to part with this one just yet. And then the last one is A Burning. Yeah, so the only book on this list that I actually read all the way through. And I think I gave this one like 4.5 or 5 stars because I really, really enjoyed this book. Yeah, it was fantastic, and I'm glad that I read it, and video cut out right in the middle of that. But I was gonna say, I'm glad that I read it, and I'm glad that Becca from Becca Books and Bujo pushed me to read it, even if I was an absolutely abysmal buddy reader. But yeah, so this is the only one on this entire list that I read, but it was a success, so there we go. So read 1, 2 are staying on my shelf for the time being. This one until the end of the year, this one until the end of next year. And then these 4 are going bye-bye, and I already unhauled I think 3, so could be better, but at the same time I am glad to be parting with some of these finally, because I think I was just dragging my feet, and ultimately I'm just not going to read them, so it's time to let them go, free up some shelf space, and start to get my TBR down to a point where all of the books on it are things that I am very excited to read. So yeah, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, there will be a new video for 2023 with books that will self-destruct in 12 months. That will be coming in January, so look for that. If you're interested in seeing that, make sure that you subscribe. And yeah, I hope I see you guys next time. Bye!